The Way to Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of woman, work, and sexual desire. Chapter 34. She wants to relax in the demonstration of your direction. A woman must be able to trust you to take charge if she relaxes her own masculine edge. This is true financially, sexually, emotionally, and spiritually. The man doesn't have to actually do all the work, but he must be able to steer the course if his woman is going to relax into her feminine without fear. Some women want to be in charge most of the time. This desire to guide direction, handling the remote control for the TV, or choosing the city in which to live is a masculine desire in men and women. If your woman has a more masculine sexual essence, she will prefer to be in charge of the direction of your lives most of the time. But if your woman has a feminine sexual essence, there will be times that she would like to pleasurably relax and let go of being in charge. She would like to relax in her feminine and let you make the decisions. If you are not able to take charge, if you don't know the direction you want to go, your woman will feel you floundering. She will have to take charge again since you are unable. She won't be able to relax. The more relaxed she is in her feminine, the more radiant your woman will be. You have probably noticed that your woman's radiance can change instantly. One moment, she might seem dull and weary. Then perhaps after you praise her or surprise her with a gift of love, suddenly she is glowing. She looks 15 years younger. The lines in her face have disappeared in seconds. If you want your woman to be able to relax into her feminine and shine her natural radiance, then you must relieve her of the necessity to be in charge. This doesn't mean you need to boss her around. It means you need to know where you are heading and how you're going to get there in every way, including financially and spiritually. If you have the slightest uncertainty or ambiguity about your financial future, your woman will feel it. You don't have to say anything about it. She'll feel your doubt or ambiguity in your body, eyes, and the tone of your voice. It's not that you have to make a lot of money. You just have to be responsible for your finances and take your future into account. You might choose to be a monk. What's important is that you are clear, accountable, and directed from your deepest core of wisdom. Then your woman can relax. She knows where you stand and what your plans are. She can feel your integrity. She can trust your direction because she knows it comes from your deepest core. She is not swimming in the air of your uncertainty, but standing on solid ground, the ground that you provided by your clarity. Even more important is your spiritual direction. Where is your relationship going? What are your lives about? What does it all add up to? How will the two of you continue to grow without getting stuck in the ruts of mediocrity? If your woman feels that you have lost your spiritual direction, she will seek direction herself and attempt to impose it on you, since you don't seem to have any yourself. If she feels that you are totally absorbed in your work, for instance, and when you're not obsessing about your career, you are absorbed in TV, then she will wonder, is this it? Is this what our relationship amounts to? Is this the highest vision that my man sees? As she feels you lacking your financial clarity or your spiritual clarity, she will not be able to relax with you. She will automatically begin directing her own life, and probably yours too. She will develop her own masculine direction, since you are lacking, and by doing so, her radiance will diminish. The more ambiguous you seem, financially and spiritually, the more she will need to pour her energy and attention into her own masculine direction and goals. For some women, this is great. They need to develop their own masculine energy. Other women, however, have already developed their masculine. They would like the opportunity to relax their own masculine and receive yours as a gift. How can you tell if your woman's self-direction is healthy for her? If she becomes more and more full and happy as she pursues her direction, then it is good for her. If she becomes more and more stressed, taut, and emotionally angular, then she is animating excess masculine direction. She is pushing herself in ways that may signal your irresponsibility. How can you be more responsible? Not necessarily by doing more work. You become more responsible by knowing your deepest purpose and then arranging your finances and spiritual life from that knowingness. For your woman to relax in her radiance and feminine happiness, she needs to feel that she can get on your train and that it's going exactly where she wants to go. It doesn't matter if your woman earns more or less money than you, or even if she earns all the money in the relationship. What matters is if she can feel your loving clarity, wisdom, and certainty of direction. As long as she can feel that you are taking the finances into account and arranging your lives together so that the deepest love and fullest gifts can manifest, she will be able to trust your masculine direction and relax in her feminine heart of radiance. This brings us to the end of chapter 34. And I want you to imagine something for a second, fellas. Imagine that you're going on a road trip, but you're not the driver. Imagine that you're the passenger and you get in the car and you ask the driver, all right, so where are we going? The driver says, I'm not really sure. Okay, well, how are we going to get there? Well, I don't know where we're going to have a direction to go. This is what it feels like when a woman is with a man with no direction, a man with no goals. Or imagine you get on a ship and the captain has a destination and he's out in the middle of the ocean, but he doesn't know how to get there. That's not going to give you a whole lot of comfort. This is the same thing when it comes to women in relationships. It's something for us to take into consideration and really think about is the fact that our women are putting a lot of trust in us to be able to lead them in a positive direction. Now, there are going to be times in your life where you are unsure, and you should be able to seek guidance and wisdom from different mentors, or perhaps from even your woman herself if she has that wisdom. But ultimately, she wants to be able to relax into her feminine. Something that I learned from Phil Valentine is that thinking burns calories. So your woman having to think too much, that's putting her in her masculine. Women, from my belief and from what I'm learning from this book, they are more intuitive by nature. It's natural for them to feel their way into things, that ability to know without knowing. But when you live in a society such as this, it's not always easy for them to be relaxed enough to be into their intuitive nature. Something else that I think about that I don't want to forget to mention to you guys is that when you have too many choices, that can lead to stress. Studies have shown that when people have more choices, let's say you go to buy some ice cream and there's 37 different flavors of ice cream in there. You choose one. Studies have shown that people are less satisfied with their choice when they have a lot of other options on the table. Let's say you only had strawberry, chocolate, or vanilla. If you choose strawberry, well, then you don't feel so bad about not choosing chocolate or vanilla. But if you chose strawberry and you had pistachio, butter pecan, rocky road, all these other flavors, you may leave feeling less than satisfied because you had other choices that you could make. And I'm bringing this up because I want you to realize that this is something that men and women suffer from or they experience. But I believe it is even more profound with the woman because, again, making decisions like that and having so many options, that can be stressful for her. But if she has a man, if you're the type of man that has clear direction and a plan to get there, you're going to see a different side of your woman. You know, I've seen both things in my relationship. I've seen how my woman was behaving, the energy she was giving off when I wasn't sure. And I've seen that energy that she gives off when I am sure, when I do have clear direction and goals. I prefer my woman when I have clear direction and goals. And I know you'll prefer your woman like that as well. So that's another one of the challenges that we have to compete with or step up to, is having that direction for our lives. And again, I want to say thank you for everybody who's listening to this right now. It is not an accident that you found this video or that you found my channel, Ron's Library and Ideas. You know, you're getting in on the ground floor, something that is going to be great. My goal is to be a resource to the people listening to this. You know, we live pretty busy lives nowadays. I know that I do. And it is not always easy to come across good information or information that we can utilize in our lives. So that's the whole goal that I have for this channel, is to share the knowledge that I have gained from these different books and life experiences that I've had with the people coming after me, or the people who may be further along the path, but who do not have the same information. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you have subscribed and hit the bell notification so you can know when I upload. As well as make sure you hit the link in the description to get to my ebook, Free Your Mind to Have Peace of Mind, 7 Practices for Supreme Peace. You know, living in such a chaotic society, I wanted to have an offering that can take that stress away, that will give you the tools that you can use, or practices that you can use to de-stress your mind. Because like it or not, challenges are going to come up in life no matter what. But having the right mindset, knowing how to get your mind off of that stress or how to handle stress effectively, is going to lead to you making better decisions. It's going to lead to you having a clearer idea how to get to your goals. That in turn is going to give your woman the confidence to be able to relax into her feminine and follow your lead. All of these things feed into each other. So make sure you hit that link in the description. Read Free Your Mind to Have Peace of Mind, 7 Practices for Supreme Peace for yourself. And share this video with the men in your life, your friends, your family, your mentees that you know can use this information. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're getting in on the ground floor. To those who are listening to this years down the line in the future, you can see what the channel has become. As I'm recording this, I have 1,895 subscribers. Whatever point you're listening to this from the future, you will see that this channel has indeed grown. Ron's Library and Ideas is something that I want to be a staple. So thank you guys. I'll see y'all in the next chapter. Y'all be easy. Peace.